Hello, everybody of the cabinet at Horry Georgetown Technical Community College. My name is Ali El Fayar, and I am here to go through a recommendation report with y'all. Give me one sec here. And perfect. So, this is going to be talking about parking at Horry Georgetown Technical College, all the issues that go with it, and pretty much a thorough recommendation report as to why there should be more parking at Horry Georgetown and all the issues. So, first up in the introduction here, a lot of students face challenges with parking. We're also going to dive into evaluation, recommended solutions, the benefits of those solutions, and then just kind of overall challenges with everything at the parking at Horry Georgetown Technical College. So, realistically, the problem statement here pretty much states that the lack of parking causes delays in students getting to class in time. Excuse me. Addressing this issue opens the door to improving accessibility, attendance, and student success. Most campuses must balance parking needs with land use to enhance accessibility. So basically, what this is trying to say is that there's a lot of lack of parking on most campuses, not just at Horry Georgetown. But just for an example, a lot of people have issues with accessing the school. A lot of these students drive, especially at a location like Horry Georgetown, where there's a lot of people from the Northeast, a lot of people out of state there. Especially in this part of South Carolina by the beach. People come from the Northeast where it's nice and snowy. They come down here to where there's palm trees and it's nice and warm. A lot of them don't have their families moved down, so they get an apartment somewhere and then they have to pretty much commute to class, and it kind of discourages students in a way. Most campuses do have to balance the parking needs with the land use. That means pretty much make the best of the land that you have to try to have a good balance of building and resources versus parking as well. So some of the criteria here is feasibility, cost effectiveness, impact on stakeholders, and time frame. So in this instance, impact on stakeholders would be people who donate to the school, financial aid that supplies funds for the schools as well. Of course, with anything that involves upgrading a school or getting into that area of everything, it requires more in tuition to essentially pay for any expansions or anything that would happen in the school. Feasibility, pretty much just kind of talking about how easy it would be to do all this or how hard it would be. Cost effectiveness is essentially just talking about what it would cost overall, what it costs a lot, what it costs a little, and then the time frame. Of course, when you take something like this, in this specific scenario, it's going to take some time, especially if you're planning on expanding and seeing, surveying and seeing what it's going to take to get to that and what needs to be done. So the recommended solution that we have best come up with is expand all parking lots, better supports for Horry Georgetown Community College commuter students. It would improve attendance and prepare for future growth. Expanding the parking lots would obviously give more students an opportunity to be able to park their cars, as it is kind of hard right now. Again, we're facing shortages with parking at Horry Georgetown. And better supports with HGC commuter students. So better supports would be maybe like a trolley system or like something similar like a Teal Mobile for Horry Georgetown students, similar to Coastal Carolina University, as well as finding a system that would get them over there in case something happened where there isn't enough parking. It would easily improve attendance. A lot of these students genuinely don't feel like coming in because they have to find parking. It becomes more of a hassle and it discourages students from wanting to come in. I've seen personally in the surveys and all that stuff that students take or would rather not come in if they know it's going to be a hassle to park. Also, preparing for future growth. HGTC is a growing campus, which means more students are going to enroll every single semester, and if there isn't any accommodations to those students who are coming in for parking space, then that would cause a clear big issue. Students don't know what they're coming into, and they definitely would like to have some parking space, especially the newer students. Benefits and challenges. So the benefits would improve student access to classes and boost morale. I've found that with students that if they can find a parking spot, it increases morale. It gives them an easy start to the day instead of having to rush to find a spot or steal a spot and rush to class. They're already stressed out after that, so they don't find themselves paying attention in class. Um, Students will feel accommodated. Students pay good money to go to a lot of universities across America, and if they don't feel accommodated to, they'll feel like they wasted their money. And students will feel as though they're being listened to. That is very important. Students should feel like they're being listened to, especially when they come to pay all this money to attend college and to try to get a college education and work on themselves. I'm sure everyone could agree that they want to be listened to. A few challenges into this is finding the funding and temporary disruptions. Finding the funding would definitely have to be something that you'd have to run by the treasurer's office, and then temporary disruptions. Obviously, in order to build, you have to sacrifice at first. There's going to need to be space and room for construction equipment and tearing up a parking lot, and after paving it up to add more, students cannot drive through. A temporary fix to all this would essentially be collaborating with Coastal Carolina University to see if they have an open lot that they can kind of supply for the time being, and then using a trolley service or a Tealmobile service to kind of take students to and from to make sure they get to their cars while those repairs are being done. So a little bit of summary of this. After the evaluation has shown that the parking lot requires expansion for faculty and student benefit, there are challenges such as funding and temporary loss of some parking. Partnering with Coastal Carolina for parking and trolley services will address temporary shortages, boost student morale, and prepare for future growth. Pretty much summarize the entire slide and see where we're at there. I hope the cabinet finds it well that these are feasible and definitely issues that have to be addressed. So in conclusion, if we expand the HGTC parking lot, it's going to be a lot feasible and beneficial solution to the current parking shortage. This expansion will improve parking for students and support future growth for sure, especially for those students that are coming in. So yeah, that being said, thank you so much to the cabinet for taking the chance to listen to me and kind of go through with me with this recommendation report. I hope you guys are able to determine if you can actually act on this and kind of fix this